Today we're in Ensenada, Mexico for the very first time. We had a general idea what people do here, but honestly, we just stepped off the ship and figured it out as we went. Snacks, surprises, a questionable bar choice.
Papas and beers. He was like,
And somehow it all worked out. And since this is our last day on the Carnival Firenze, we'll wrap up this whole 5-day cruise once we're back on board.
I legit almost died.
So, here's how our last day unfolded. I got a lot to say about our day in Ensenada.
Wow. That looks really freaking pretty.
You weren't expecting that?
No.
Day 5 of the cruise, and we have arrived in Ensenada. We just pulled into port. Looks like they have a little display of rocks here that say Ensenada, Mexico. The Carnival legend is in port with us today. Ensenada already, from what I'm seeing here, is more beautiful than what I imagined, actually. I'm ready to check this out. Man, what did you guys do to the stateroom? It's our last full day of the cruise, and tomorrow we leave the ship. So we're gonna be saying farewell to Carnival Firenze and go back home. So we're gonna enjoy this last day of the cruise, see what we can get into. What's the plans for today, Mama?
why did I just open?
We have none. Actually, we do. We're gonna go out there, we're gonna get a shuttle. And we're gonna go in there, we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do.
And then, after that, we might get on the cruise. Then, we're gonna do the ropes course.
We were excited about today, but we hadn't really done that much research on Ensenada. We watched some videos here and there about like what to do in downtown area. The port is like nothing. There's like a couple of things, but
People said that they don't like this port, but I know it's gonna be a good time because I got the gold chain. Ensenada, here we come.
we grabbed breakfast at Tomodoro. I would recommend always eating breakfast before you leave the ship. It is easy to just grab a breakfast and go, and then you don't have to eat until lunch,
Tomodoro.
which is the bomb. I got everything on my burrito and it was so good.
It was delicious. You can also get tacos, bowls, stuff like that, and they have a salsa bar right there also.
The kids went to the buffet and they said that it was like completely picked over. There wasn't really anything left, but they had like some cereal and maybe like a couple other little things, but there was no eggs, there was no bacon, there was nothing like that left. So, but we got a little bit of everything, and then we decided it was time to get off the ship. So we got off the ship, got all the way down to level 0 and off the ship.
We didn't really know what we were going to be doing this day. Didn't really have any plans. We were just going to, go with the flow, because that's kind of how we are. Just go with the flow people, right? Smells fishy.
Today was a day where our group split up. We opted to go off on our own. We love these little areas where we could just like get off the ship and walk around a little downtown. A couple of our groups went horseback riding on the beach, went and seen the blowhole, and then the others went and seen the blowhole and did like a zip lining. So everybody did a little bit different thing today.
I think we went straight to a shuttle as soon as we got off. They had shuttles just like right there where everyone is getting off at.
The port is pretty much non-existent, so you get on a shuttle or you walk to the downtown area. We did not know you could walk to the downtown area, or we would have done that, but there are a ton of shuttles that come every 10 minutes.
A bus picked us up.
$4 a person round trip.
To the downtown area. Now, I would suggest this if you don't feel like walking a ways, because I feel like we could have done the walk ourselves. In fact, we walked back later on. Along the way, it had a lot of insights, a lot of tips, things to look out for, and all that stuff along the way.
That was a pretty good shuttle ride. And then we got dropped off at downtown.
So once we got downtown, we decided we were just gonna like walk downtown, which we love to do. Even my little, he loves it.
Just kind of walking around, seeing what's. We didn't really have any goals in mind. I think we were just looking for something interesting to do, right? Immediately, we had people walking up to us, asking us to come into the restaurants.
So many advertisements. They wanted to make you go in the restaurants. You guys ready? The stores, all that stuff.
Constantly, it's just constantly. Hey, come in here. Come in my shop.
Blankets, braces, pulpes,
Hey, you want tequila? We have this. We have that.
check it out, silver jewelry, necklaces, bracelets.
Every single store, someone's saying that to you, right? They were just trying to get people to come in and serve food to. The guy on the tour bus told us you could bargain down about 30% on most things, but we were not allowed to tell who he was. A lot of things are negotiable. There's a lot of like little stores and vendors. Just don't take the first number that they throw at you, because you could have got it for less, basically,
Let's move this way.
but we walked around downtown, checked everything out, looked at the little shops.
Their music is better than the clubs last night.
No kidding.
One thing I saw that was very different were the police cars. Their cars are like little itty bitty. They look like some kind of car that you would see in like a cartoon.
Clean as a Long Beach.
We didn't realize it at the time, but on our walk, we ended up heading straight back towards the port, right into the city's public square known as Three Heads Park. Now, this is actually a great starting point if you're just walking from the port, with tons of small businesses in the area. We were pretty clueless though, just wandering around town. There were little pop-up stores and food stations set up everywhere.
That's a pretty fountain there.
So, here we come to the food part. So, we found this like candy place, right?
One guy had a whole cart of a bunch of different candies, and a lot of them were ones that were familiar to us already, but there were some new ones, so Adrian and I picked out a couple of the new ones. So we tried that, and those were really good.
That's really good.
The watermelon is really good.
And then we saw churros.
And then right around the corner, we got some churros.
They were fresh, they were warm, they had chocolate drizzle. There was probably 10 churros in it. And 4 bottles of water. Heck yeah.
Yeah, those churros were really good. And then everyone else was walking around with churros, passing them out, and I'm like, ours were so much better. They just looked so much better.
And then we kind of like walked around, and then we decided we were kind of thirsty again.
At this point, we needed a change of pace, and definitely a change of hydration. We had no idea where we were going, but the plan dissolved into just finding any place with Mexican food and a cold drink, which meant we ended up walking right back towards where we started. We were searching for something. We just didn't realize exactly what kind of experience we were about to stumble into.
And then we decided we were kind of thirsty again.
This guy said, let's not think about it, let's drink about it.
And when we decided that, we were walking through Papas&Beer's.
Papas&Beer's Cantina.
So and the guy was like, table? I'm like, oh, sure, why not? We were in for a treat.
Now, this place was interesting.
The actual loudest bar I ever went in my life.
Very much a party atmosphere. Lots of loud music playing. I mean, it was incredibly loud in there. So, like, I don't know how long we're going to be able to stay in here with the family, you know.
Actually, we liked it, but we had kids. So, therefore, we were like, meh, and our son was like,
I was like, oh.
I don't think that he was enjoying the loud music, but the restrooms were nice in there, and it was a big venue, right?
There was umbrellas. So cute.
We all got a drink.
They gave me a Sprite.
he ordered a water, but the guy was like, does he want like a Shirley Temple? I'm like, sure, why not? So he brought him a Shirley Temple. Adric really liked that. And he was like, do you want to take a shot upside down? I'm like, nah, that sounds absolutely freaking awful. The service was fantastic. The guys were great. They walked around with whoo, whoo, whoo whistles. But as soon as we like got our drinks, it got really loud.
So after that, I was like, wait, what the heck is going on over there?
And we're watching, and these people are paying to go up to this little stage. Tequila is poured into their mouth, and then they're
Go, 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 go.
A guy like kind of like smacks you around, pat their stomachs, shake their heads around, and then pull them upside down and shake them upside down.
He got him upside down.
upside down. Oh my God, no.
It looked terrible.
And there were people coming in, you know, like younger people. There was like a wedding party came in.
Her boobs were popping out of her dress when she was upside down. She's like holding them.
He was like,
If you're a guy, he pulls off your shirt and flicks your nipples.
he flicked his nipple.
It was hilarious. I told Brandy to do it, but she's like,
I couldn't imagine any sane person doing that.
If I didn't have children with me, I would have been up there being flipped upside down. I would have done that in a heartbeat.
It was a cute area, but then when you look at it, it's not cute at all. It's all about tequila, getting upside down, and technically dying. Okay? Never go to Papas&Beers. Just saying.
So we walked around. We were looking for tacos, right?
We walked around some more, and then we saw this like little area, and like we walked down, and it was the cutest little restaurant.
It was called Sabina Restaurant.
We sat outside, and is that angle good?
We picked the outdoor spot, but there is indoor seating. They brought out like a little wooden platter with cute little bowls with the salsas in it. And then it had like a little wooden spoon in them.
And the salsa that came out like on this little platter.
Holy crap, those sauces are so good. They were hot.
Oh my gosh.
This is what I'm doing. But they were all so delicious, and I kept pushing the limits, right? I was pushing my limits with those, and Brandy and them were worried about me. They were afraid that I was gonna end up blowing up the bathroom, but I think I did pretty well afterwards. But I dare you.
I can't.
To take a bit of that.
I'll eat it.
You'll eat it?
You won't.
One.
It takes a while for it to kick in.
I know. Yeah, Mom, here it comes.
Is it gonna get hotter? Oh my god. Why does it take so long to get hot? It's not hot until like a minute after you eat it. Is he coming with our drinks? I got a passion fruit margarita. Cora got a strawberry margarita. Her strawberry margarita was exceptional as well. Had tahini on the side.
Ice cold. That's how I like it.
Ordered chicken tenders and fries. There was like this little container, like where you boil fries, whatever, and it had that. It was like a mini one. It was so cool.
I got carne asadas, and they were really good. I think I like my chicken tacos from Cabo better, but they were really yummy.
I tried one of her carne asada tacos and delicious. I got 2 fish tacos for my entree, and Brandy also got fish tacos. Well, she got a fish taco.
I thought it was pretty damn good.
Oh, wow.
So good. One of the best meals I've had this whole cruise, to tell you the truth. But I love Mexican food, right? That is so good.
Recommend it.
I highly recommend that restaurant if you are walking by there in the downtown area. Really good. Really good. I give it 2 thumbs up. I was impressed. That was really good.
That was really good. Best tostada in the world. We started to decide like we were just going to go back to the ship because it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're like, it's really nice out. This whole trip has kind of been cold. It's been windy. So we were going to just come back to the ship, lay out for a little while, do the ropes course, blah, 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 blah. We were walking back and we had like kind of talked about maybe like doing a little tour around the downtown area in one of the little go-go-mobiles that they have.
So we kept seeing like these little buggy things that you could sit like 4 people in it, and then they take you for a little tour around town. They had like 2 options. You could do it for an hour, or you could do it for a half hour. And then we're like, let's just offer them a number and see if they take it. And we threw out a number there, and they were like, yep, jump on.
We got in this like car thing.
And we did a little half-hour tour. He took us around the downtown area. A lot of the places that we were taking, we had already walked earlier in the day, but it was cool.
It was great to see it from the different perspective. We were able to listen to music. We were able to just chill.
They all have Bluetooth speakers, so you can connect to them with your phone, and they blast loud music, whatever music you want to play from your phone, and you just blast the music driving around Ensenada.
They had the National Guard with like big rifles standing on the back of the truck bed.
Adric kind of kicked back a little bit. We like kind of went through. We had already seen a lot of it, but it was just nice to see it from a different perspective. I actually really enjoyed that a lot.
I highly recommend doing that. Maybe start out with that when you get out there. If you're going to do it, just go ahead and start out with that, because then you'll get to see where everything's at. You can even ask your driver about things. We didn't really talk much to our driver, but we kind of already been around the place, right? Things were starting to die down about that time because I think people were starting to go back to the ship and everything. The streets were thinning out a bit.
We got off of that, and then we went down and found there was an elote truck.
We weren't even hungry, and
we got elote in a cup.
Elotes, if you don't know, if you've never had it before, it's like flavored corn, basically like corn on the cob, but better. I don't know, is it like cheese or something? I don't know what. Yeah, it's like some kind of mixture, mayonnaise or something. I don't even know what it is. I've never made it before.
But that is delicious.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's yummy.
Really good. The corn was delicious. You could dress it up however you want, make it as hot as you want and everything, and yeah, it was really good. My head was getting burnt to protect it from the sun.
No, we went into the port, and we kind of walked through, and we decided there was absolutely nothing in the port. There's like a DJ and like a little automatic train for kids. Maybe a playground and like some open air like little stores, and there's just nothing there.
Kind of checked it out a little bit, the little area that I've seen on some of the videos. They got this giant flagpole that's, I don't know the history of it, but it's just massive.
But it was stupid for us to walk back all the way to the shuttles when we were just there by the port.
We paid for a 2-way shuttle, but realized it was close enough to just walk here ourselves.
So we just decided to walk back to the Firenze from there. It took us like 10 minutes or so. We saw a lot of pelicans diving, and it was just kind of a neat little walk. And
I enjoyed Ensenada. I thought it was a good first time experience there. First time though, first time. I don't know if I'll be saying that by, a second time, third time, who knows. But for our first time, really enjoyed it. I'd get off the ship for it again, and maybe next time have something more planned out. There was a lot of party places, but you could also go and get some shopping done, eating, lots of restaurants, lots of bars, lots of shops, like pretty happening place if you ask me.
I had a lot of fun today, but I think my favorite port was Cabo.
Walking back to the ship, and I'm just now realizing we didn't even take tequila shots while we were in Mexico. How did I forget that? We're gonna have to take expensive ones when we get on the ship, I guess.
got back to the ship, and we got back on the ship, and we went to the room, and we decided 30-minute nap necessary.
We woke up. Did you have a good nap?
No.
Then went outside.
And then we're like, we need to go do the ropes course.
Nobody had done the ropes course yet.
So we went out and did the ropes course. I legit almost died.
So Brandy, Cora, and Adric did the ropes course as we sailed away from Ensenada. Bye-bye, Ensenada. Until next time, Mexico. Until next time.
We did this ropes course. It was my first ropes course of this whole entire channel.
You can go side by side on each little platform, and there's like a harder version and an easier version that you can kind of choose from when you're going.
The first couple things I thought Adric was going to be done. Like his little legs were shaking.
It was nerve-wracking, but it was very fun.
I just felt so bad for him.
I was like trying to balance it.
He was walking and his little legs were shaking. He was so scared.
Yeah, I was like, hardest ropes.
But he did it, and he overcame his fears, and after the second one, he was like on fire, and he was out, and I'm like, I felt so much better.
I think the planks were the hardest because there weren't anything to hold. I had to run over.
As I went over a couple of the ropes, I can't feel one of my legs, really, so like, it was a terrible idea. What the hell was I thinking? But I did it.
I did it for once. I was like,
And we all made it through. Adric overcame every fear that he had. Cora finished. It was great.
Good job, bud.
That was so hard. Everybody was high-fiving at the end.
So that was a lot of fun.
the best.
The staff was fantastic. They're like, you decided to wait till the last day? And I'm like, we tried to come before. Y'all were closed down. You closed early.
This is a celebratory beer for me finishing that really hard-ass ropes course.
Now we are packing up to go home because tomorrow we're leaving, hopping on an airplane, going back to Ohio.
Got all packed up. Now we've done this a time or two, so like it went real smooth, real quick. We know how this rolls, and we can get the done real quick.
But the night is still young. We got a nap in, so we're energized. We're ready to go. So let's see what we can get into tonight.
And then we decide to go meet the family. I'm like, I kind of want sushi. So I'm like, does anybody want to meet up for sushi in our little Carnival Hub app?
We start the night off with Bonsai Sushi.
Cam specifically met us for sushi. We bought him some dinner.
This is an added cost, but it's not badly priced. In the beginning, I wasn't even going to eat at Bonsai Sushi. I was going to go to the little deli place and get a sandwich or something, but I never ended up doing that because I ate so much at Bonsai Sushi. The only thing I ordered actually was the miso soup. Miso satisfied. But I ordered a beer. We got beers, but the server suggests that we get a Japanese beer. So we're like, oh yeah, let's get a Japanese beer. I didn't realize, I guess, that they even had the extra Japanese beer there at that restaurant, but it makes sense that they would. So I ate half of Brandy's food plus some of Cora's and Adric's. Yeah, I ended up eating a lot of sushi, and it was all delicious. Okay. I love spicy foods. I just can't eat too much of it these days. I am a huge fan of wasabi.
What did the sushi say to the bee?
What?
Wasabi!
Oh my god, you're a riot.
I was all about the hot stuff today. So I'm eating the hot salsas. Now I'm hitting up the wasabi. Green delicious bowls of wasabi. But yeah, it was good.
It just hits you in the back, like it comes out and then comes out your sinuses.
We had great sushi. It was awesome in that Bonsai Sushi restaurant.
Then from there, we went to the theater and caught a little bit of the show Love and Marriage.
The theater's beautiful here. There's like an upper balcony and a lower.
Big fan of that style of theater, you know, like your traditional theater look.
The stage is gorgeous. There's chandeliers over. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful theater. And the Love and Marriage was absolutely hysterical.
Third question, ladies, you are going to be answering on behalf of your husbands, all right?
We watched a little bit of it, and it was hilarious. It was awesome. Didn't get to watch too many shows on the ship, but that was one of them that we caught a glimpse of.
Hilarious.
Amen. Can we give it up for this couple right here, everybody? 25 years.
And then everybody seemed to meet up at that point.
Said our goodbyes because everybody was a little worn out from their excursion days. It was getting kind of late, and we had to finish this day off right because we hadn't gotten our tequila shots yet. We were in Mexico for 2 days of this trip. Didn't get in the tequila shots, but I'll tell you what, we managed to do it. Thanks to Shelly. She was the birthday girl, and she had to have the celebratory shot. So a few of us, we took a shot of tequila in her honor. Happy birthday, Shelly. And it wasn't just a toast to Shelly's birthday. It was a toast to the end of a good family trip. Family trip where we all got together and experienced something a little different.
James and I took Adric to the arcade with Joe and Laura, and we kind of played around, said all of our goodbyes.
It's not that big of an arcade compared to the last couple that we had on the XL class ships, but it had some of the good games, some of the same games actually that they had on those ships, but it was fun.
Some of the family we didn't get to really see as much as we were hoping.
It's a lot. You know, one thing I did learn, it's a lot with 12 people, and people want to do their own things all the time. So I think you have to be like a little bit more planned if you actually want to get together and do things. We kind of split up, and I think that's the right way to go when you have that many people, but it was just harder for us to get together when we wanted to get together at times.
But Adric did have fun this week, and Cora had a great time. I think everybody had fun. The weather was kind of chilly, but we made it work. Well, that's completely out of your control at this point in time, but
overall, I really enjoyed the ship, and I really feel like 5 days wasn't enough for us.
So I guess you're all wondering, was the Carnival Firenze really the greatest cruise of all time, as it might have claimed in the beginning?
The greatest cruise of all time.
No. But was it different? Absolutely. For the first time cruisers in our family, it was a fantastic experience. The whole ship is undeniably beautiful. It feels more elegant than the typical Carnival style, although I hear it's essentially a stripped down version of the Vista class. But for veteran cruisers, the real question is, does this Italian import get the job done? First, we didn't eat at many of the specialty restaurants, but the food at the main eateries was solid. Those lunch lines though, especially on sea days, were the definition of a time commitment. For shows, the family-friendly entertainment we did catch was generally good. Now for the pain points. I love the ship's look, but the design felt tight. The flow around the crowded spaces was a real cluster, particularly in the aft of Deck 10 where they crammed the pizzeria, the bar, and the chicken shack right next to each other. That congestion is a genuine problem on busy days. Speaking of problems, smart elevators. We didn't mind them, but if you're not smart enough to avoid the rush right after the show, you're gonna be waiting a while. On the port side, both Ensenada and Cabo were first-time wins for us. Just a quick reminder, if you're used to sailing out of Florida, California ports will always feel a little cooler because those colder ocean currents. So keep the climate in mind when booking. So, who's the Firenze for? We think it's a great cruise for new cruisers. The 5-day length is perfect. Not too long, but not too short. But if you're a family looking for the biggest kid activities and amenities, other ships on the Carnival fleet might be a better fit. Was it the best ship we've ever been on? Definitely not. But it was filled with lots of firsts for many of us.
It's time, guys.
And the memories we created on this Carnival Firenze cruise will live on forever. Then again, not everyone had the mystical power of the gold chain on their side. That probably helped.
If you like the series, stick around. don't go anywhere. We got some things booked. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you tap the like and subscribe to the channel. That way you can see our videos here in the future. Yeah, this was a great cruise.
So yeah, we actually, while we were on this cruise, we have planned our next one with some family members. So we have a countdown for our next vacation. So Mexico, you haven't seen the end of us yet. We'll see you soon.
We'll be back soon.
It was a good one, Carnival Firenze. But we gotta go. We got other ships to sail. Other all-inclusives to do.
It's been real.
We'll see you in the next series.